We are going to get started here. So go ahead and find a comfortable seat today. So in the past, I've offered laying down. Today's not really a laying down day. We're going to focus on breath for energy. So go ahead and find your comfortable seat. And again, if you want, you can sit on a block or on a pillow or on like a thick folded blanket. And take a moment to find your center. Close your eyes, take a sip of water. Begin to settle and to notice that breath is already moving in and out of you. Hopefully you're not holding your breath. Even if you are, you wouldn't hold it very long. Breath just moves in and out of us. It's part of our natural, our body doing its natural work. And we can be grateful for that. Listen to your breath move into your body and move into your lungs. And watch it as it leaves the body, spilling out. Begin to soften the face and feel your sternum lift as you breathe in, and hold that height as you breathe out. And if you haven't yet, begin to move your breath in and out through your nose, if you can. Feel your arms by your sides and let them be heavy. Instead of kind of holding on to something with your arms, just kind of let them relax as the shoulders move down and away from the ears. If you'd like to set an intention for your day or for your breath practice, you can do that. A couple more breaths here. I'm grabbing a bolster for myself, because that's what my body is telling me it needs. Today we are going to practice Ujjayi breath. Ujjayi breath is when we breathe very much like that, in that rhythm, what we've just been doing, but making the sound of the ocean, constricting the muscles in the throat and the esophagus to make an ocean-like sound. So we'll do this to the best of our ability today. It's just a practice. And we're going to try to keep our breaths the same length as we breathe in and out. So if you want to keep track of that rhythm instinctively, or you can count, and I would recommend to count between 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 for these types of breaths. 8 if you're really seasoned and like have a ton of lung capacity. Okay, so go ahead and release your last exhale and begin your Ujjayi. Continue with that breath. As you breathe through your Ujjayi breaths, notice the work that the diaphragm is doing. So while we're feeling the constriction in the throat, really the power in the breath is coming from the diaphragm. The diaphragm is pulling down to open up the lungs, to pull in that breath. And then as you exhale, pushing that diaphragm up. This is a very mini ab exercise. So this is where we get the power and the energy from. So continue this breath in and out, utilizing the core muscles. Continue to use the diaphragm, continue to feel the sound of the ocean moving through your body. Relax the face, relax the shoulders down your back. Aim to maintain that rest and the calm in the arms and in the hands. We'll do 5 more rounds here. And release the Ujjayi breath, return to natural breath. We are going to do 3 rounds of Kapalabhati breath. Kapalabhati, I can't remember the English nickname for it. It is a passive inhale and a sharp active exhale, in and out through the nose. You can also do Kapalabhati out through the mouth. I'm going to demonstrate and teach nose, but you can go in and out through your mouth. So for the sake of demonstration, here's my stomach, and it is going to be a really passive inhale and a really sharp exhale, pulling the belly button back towards the spine, really strong. So we're going to do 3 rounds of 30 of these breaths. Okay, so it's a pretty fast pace. Go at your own pace though. You do not need to match me. And I'm going to count 30 for myself, and you can stay just with the time that I do, or if you want to count 30 for yourself, you can. We're going to start with a full exhale. Inhale and go. Always forget to say, we want to try to keep our chest lifted throughout the entire breath movement. So it's really easy for Kapalabhati to put us here because the belly's working and we're falling down. So we want to try to keep that strength all through the front line of the body. Keep the arms back here for support. We're going to do 2 more rounds of that, and then we're going to try something else. It's a good time. Okay, so full exhale. Inhale, and let's go. Okay, we're gonna, soft belly. We're gonna do it one more time. Full exhale. Inhale, shoulders back. And begin. And release. And you're done with the 30. Okay, we are going to do something a little bit more challenging than what we just did. It is called Uddiyana. Uddiyana is essentially we're going to pull these abdominal muscles back into the spine. So I'm going to show you what it looks like, but then I am going to explain the breath work to get there, which is very important. So please don't try this yet until we talk through it, but I want you to see where we're going. Okay, so my legs were awkward, I apologize, but I wanted to get the right leverage. So you can do this standing like this, or you can do this seated, leveraging against the thighs. Either one works fine. Seated is a little bit less active, so it's a little, you're able to focus on the core more. So in order to get here, we're going to lock bandhas. Bandhas are essentially open spaces or gateways where you can, I think I'm saying this wrong. I'm sorry. Anyways, where energy can release. So we have one here, we have one at the base of the pelvic floor. There's a couple others that I can't remember, but those are the ones we're going to focus on right now anyways. So we are going to take a full breath in, a full breath out. As you exhale, you're going to lock or engage the pelvic floor as if you were doing a Kegel. So you're pretty active down there. And then you're going to drop the chin to your chest and close off the throat. Leverage the arms against the legs and pull the abdominals in. You're not seeing it because I have a lot of breath in my body. Okay? So it's a very step-by-step. If you don't get it the first time, it's okay. We're going to do it 3 times. We're going to start with a big full breath in. Exhale everything out. Lock the pelvic floor and close the chin to the chest. And pull in. To come out, you will gently release the chin, release the belly, and then take an inhale in. Since I can't see you, I'm going off of guesswork on time. You are going to hold this as long as you can until you start to need to release your CO2 in the body, and then take a new breath. And at that point, you would lift the chin, release the belly, and then take a soft inhale. We're going to try this 2 more times. Thank you for being patient. It's a learning process. So we're going to take a nice full breath in. Exhale everything out. Lock and pull. And release the chin, release the belly, full breath in. I'm going to wait about 10 seconds here. If anybody has any questions, you can enter a comment. So please don't stay long if you feel lightheaded. And if this is not working for you, you can drop it. Go back to Ujjayi or Kapalabhati Or if you like the idea of the abdominal work but don't like this, do a couple crunches, a couple bicycles, whatever you like. Okay, I'm not getting any comments, so I'm gonna move on. We're gonna do one more of these Uddiyana breaths. Okay, so go ahead and take a full breath in. Exhale, release. Everything out, full exhale. Pull the lock, pull the belly. Nice and soft. Okay, that is Uddiyana breath. That's pretty complex. As you can tell, even teaching it can feel a little like, okay, let's do all these things correctly. So feel free to practice this at home, but if you start to feel lightheaded or weird, please stop. Please reach out to me with any questions you may have about this. Uddiyana is great for helping the digestive system. It is a gentle massage on our digestive muscles. It is a great ab strengthener. I've seen people where like that's the only ab workout they do. It really is so good. It'll help you in your planks. It'll help you in your downward dog, in any of your inversions. So it really is a great thing to add when you feel comfortable with the locking. There's also an energy component to it that I don't know as much about, so I'm not going to get into it. But we're going to finish off with a few more rounds of Ujjayi before we do a few minutes of stretching. Okay, so go ahead and return to your seat if you've stood up for Uddiyana or if you've moved around at all. Find your tall posture one more time. Close your eyes and bring your attention back to your breath. Return to the Ujjayi, feeling the diaphragm move the breath in and out, moving the lungs up and down. Five more rounds here. And return to calm, natural breath, even breath moving in and out through the nose. On your next inhale, bring the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, twist to the right. Left hand to the right knee, right hand back behind you. Inhale, reach the arms up, back to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Right hand to the left knee, left hand back behind you, and twist through the torso. Inhale, reach up and recenter. Exhale, hands to your heart. If you were sitting on a bolster, go ahead and release that. And bring the right leg out in front of you, coming into a figure four, or bring the left foot on top of the right thigh and drop the knee down towards the floor. You can stay here, or you can take a gentle twist to either direction. So yogi's choice here on what feels better. If you twist to the right, it's a bit deeper of a twist. Twist to the left, get more into the shoulders. Well, it kind of depends on which shoulder. Kick out through your right heel. Keep the chest lifted, feel the shoulders rolling back. One more breath, and release. Release the left leg, extend it out in front of you, nice and long. Kick out through that heel, and bring the right foot to the top of the thigh. You can stay here in the center, just focus on the half lotus, focus on that thigh and the knee, or on your figure four, or you can take some twists. Maybe both directions, or you can stay just in one direction, twisting towards the right leg or twisting towards the left leg. Wherever you are, as you twist, keep your spine really long and tall. Lots of space through the front line of the body. One more breath here. And exhale, release your twist. Take your right leg, release, shake the ankle out, and then bring the right leg to your right side, to a half hero. You can stay seated here, just focusing on the open. If you're already really open, you can recline back. So that would look like this. Hands come to the floor as your, I'm sorry, you can't see it, right heel comes in towards the right hip. You can also drop down onto an elbow. Maybe the next, if you can, with your low back and your hip on the floor, you can lay all the way down. I'm gonna stay here for about 5 more seconds till we switch to the other side. And come on up. We are focusing on our quads this morning as a nice pair to the energetic breath. We hold a lot of energy and power in our legs, particularly in our quads and our hips. So we're kind of accessing that. We're kind of helping open up all this space where there's a lot of energy. It can be sometimes hard to access because these are big muscles. Stubborn muscles. If you like to recline, you can, or you can stay seated, just focusing on that IT band, the quad, the hip, the knee. Try to relax that knee down into the floor. Relax the hip down into the floor. One more breath. And as you exhale, sit all the way up. Extend the leg out in front of you. Quick little boat pose. Step the feet in, pull the knees in together, roll the shoulders back, lift the feet up off of the floor. You can also just lift one foot and switch, or you can bring both legs parallel, or you can extend both legs. Notice how your abs feel already this morning. You've already been using them. They probably already feel engaged. 3, 2, 1, and release the legs down. Step the feet onto the floor. Relax your spine onto the floor. Moving into a quick little bridge pose just to open the front line of the body. Roll the shoulders down, place the hands on your mat. Tuck the tailbone, inhale. Exhale, press through your heels, press through your hands and your arms. Roll the shoulders underneath you, engage the glutes as you press your sternum towards your chin. Imagine you could tuck a little grapefruit underneath your shoulders. Push the hips up into the ceiling. And breathe here. Nice deep breaths in and out through the nose. One more breath. And exhale, slowly release all the way down. Step the feet as wide as your mat here and let the knees release towards one another. Hands can stay on the belly or they can stay down on the floor. You can stay here. If you'd like to continue to find movement, you can go into another bridge pose. Otherwise, we're going to move towards the end of this little practice. Find your breath. Take a deep breath in. And we're going to windshield wiper the knees side to side. So you can bring your feet a little bit closer to one another and then drop the knees over to one side and lift them back up and over to the other side. Lift them back up, drop them down and up and down and up. One more time. Yourself a hug, and you can stay on the floor or you can come back up to your seat, whatever you prefer. Coming back to the center, hands on the floor, on your knees, on your chest, in front of your heart, wherever's comfortable. Take a moment to reflect on any intention you may have set. Maybe you didn't set one, maybe you want to set one now. You can. And thank yourself for the time that you took to connect to your breath and to connect to your body, to bring calm and peace. Thank you so much for practicing with me here today. Such an honor and a joy. Namaste. I hope you guys take good care of yourselves today. Just a little plug, I have my FIT classes starting next month, February 9th. That will be Tuesday, Thursday. I had said it was going to be a 6:45 start time. I meant 6:15. These classes will be 6:15 to 7 a.m. every Tuesday, Thursday. Reach out to me with any questions. Okay, great to have you.